Racial tension was high in 1950s Notting Hill. Migrants faced systemic discrimination in housing and employment, often restricted by the color bar from accessing skilled labor. This meant that Caribbean migrants often found themselves in competition for both housing and jobs with working-class white Britons, who found this unfair. Young white working-class people were openly hostile to migrants joining the Teddy Boys, who were named because of their distinct clothing. This hostility was fueled by groups like the White Defense League and the Union movement led by Oswald Mosley, who campaigned aggressively to halt immigration. Mosley tried to run for MP in Notting Hill for the 1959 general election, calling for an end to migration and labeling migrants as a problem. He gained only 8.1% of the total vote. Tensions escalated into the 1958 Notting Hill riots. Teddy Boys launched coordinated attacks, using weapons like petrol bombs to attack home and businesses of Caribbean migrants, including assaults on 5 black men with metal bars, severely injuring 3. Black residents took to the streets to protect their community. The unrest lasted a full week before it was ended by police and resulted in jail terms and fines for 9 white youths. There were arrests of the black community, but mostly due to weapon possession. Following the 1958 riots, trust between the black community and the police deteriorated sharply. Authorities were accused of reacting too slowly to white-led violence. Unresolved grievances later exploded during the 1976 Notting Hill Carnival, escalating into a full-scale riot that marked a shift toward militant community activism. The fatal stabbing of Kelso Cochran in May 1959 marked a peak of racial violence. While there were 2 arrests made, they were released, and to this day, no one has ever been charged with his murder. Police failed to acknowledge the attack's clear racial motivation, deepening community mistrust. This failure spurred the formation of groups like the Colored People's Progressive Association and the Interracial Friendship Coordinating Council, which organized mass protests and lobbied for stricter laws against racially motivated violence. They also raised money for Cochran's mother and organized his funeral. These organizations are just a part of an increase in black activism in Notting Hill in the late 1950s.